Hello to all my friends of the platform. The host speaking is Toadette Mycelium, and and you are on the platform of Tikhiy Dozhd, and you are welcome at your new stream of the a new stream where the purpose of the today is a news writing session about the story of about the subway surfers of rebellious teenagers. Have a moment of fun with us. So, welcome back a new stream station of the week. Even I sorted a little not in the time, but this is another thing. I'm trying to do the best I can do that. Meanwhile, another things, any, no, at least I know not have too many information to write, to do, to say, sorry. But in general, I wanted to start at 4 p.m., but I had some problems with OBS software because, in fact, considering the fact I'm trying to stream on both the platform YouTube and Twitch, I have some problems. I had some problems with a plugin for sorry for that gives me the possibility to stream also on YouTube. Because in fact, if you doesn't know, my OBS is has direct access to Twitch, but can't to stream do multi-streaming. A moment there is some problems because there is some problems to connect, like if we doesn't have internet. Okay, I hope we return it because at least for now said that we on internet. There is internet now. I hope we will not have problems because also today is not a good day. It's raining. Before rain, it also even more. so I wouldn't be so surprised about it. Anyway, meanwhile, as I said, for today, even at the starting, I was thinking about not go and stream on air. At the end, I decided to continue with a little bit of writing. And I think because in these days I want to also be a little bit honest with you, I didn't continue that much with the chapter, so I don't know if for tomorrow I will be able to publish the third chapter, but I hope so, because it's not beautiful, not beautiful, but it's not a good thing, at least as a respect for that I start our project, promise to do that, and I don't maintain that promise. So at least for a little continue with the chapter in streaming, in streaming now, and eventually I will continue for my own. Let's do the transition. Okay. Now I don't. Okay, no problems. So, what? This is the in general what's called the outline of the third chapter, where the main scene is between Jake and Yutani, because I remember. In general, also because there is also written here. And in general, what also? Doing a little review of what we already wrote. If you we are forgot about what we wrote or something else. In general, in the first chapter, Back to School, with the title Back to School, yes, we wrote the first, how was the day, about the first day of school, literally, how to say the chapter. In particular, with the setting, where in particular the setting for this story is Vilnius, the capital of Lithuania. And for this reason, the school starts the 1st of September. And fun fact, in general, it finishes on the last day of May, if I'm not wrong, as I remember. In general, this is the structure. And in this first chapter, we wrote how, in general, the product we wrote introduced the main characters, and they are Jake, Tricky, Fresh, and King, and the relationship between each other. We introduced the Jake mom, that in this first chapter we introduced her as the Jake mom without give her a name. But in the second chapter we gave her a name, now I don't remember the name. I'm honest about this. And meanwhile, let's see. Moment. Okay, I'm Donald. I'm here. So, in the first chapter, we introduced the Jake mom was without a name, but we in general gave her a description. But in the second chapter, we gave her a name that. Let's see. It's incorrect. Okay. Mother. Okay. Let's do a better thing. I wrote mother. Ecco, I discovered it. Jake mother is Mrs. Anna Mikhailova. Okay, that's the name we gave in the second chapter because in this part we have a more we see the relationship between the mother and one of the protagonists, how the relationship between these two characters develops. And in fact, if in the first chapter we wrote about how's it called, the back to school, the morning, in the second chapter we wrote about the lunch between Jake, one of the four main characters. Sorry. The second, in the second chapter, we see the lunch between Jake, his mother, and the two next door neighbor. And this next door neighbor are Natalia Petrova and her mother, because one is more British and the other one is more American. I don't know, gives me as English, UK, British English. I wrote the number of words here. No. Let's check now. Okay. 499. $4.99 words. Chop. Okay. I don't hope take me a new page for this. Yes, he did it. So let's improve. Okay, let's improve it a moment. Paper. Okay. No. Okay, now it's better. So let's see. In the first chapter, we wrote back to school. We wrote one in the final view. In the final chapter, 15,051. I'm not sure of the if it's correct way. The second chapter, for the second chapter, we wrote 2,499 words, and now we are writing the third chapter. Here at the end, I don't wrote because Monday 52. No, Monday, I don't remember. 22. So Wednesday, 3rd December 2025. Words. So we can a moment. Okay, here improve it. Okay, now it's better. Sorry, we can do better in this way. Enter all. Now it's better. Okay. So more if not okay, it's correct right then, and we can continue with this anything about it. And so in this previous chapter, the next door neighbor, not here but in this part between Jake and Natalia, was introduced in general line, then a new character, a pretty important one, and this is was called Yutani. And what we discover about her, that she is a girl of science. Because here we have battibecco, I don't remember the word, let's check, translate. Because I remember the word battibecco. Bickering, okay, between the two characters were because uh, Natalia asked to Jake how was his first day at school, and Jake answered that after a long season of punishment, made of punishment, he finally got to see his friends again at school. And Natalia asked in punishment because, in fact, she wasn't surprised about it. And Jake asked her to at least her give him a break from the teasing because so in the previous chapter his friends teased him about this thing. In fact, if you remember, the reason of the punishment was the fact Jake that his mother discovered about his illegal activity of graffiti for this reason. Meanwhile, and after here we know that Natalia is not subscribed but is going a new school because in the previous one she didn't like the previous one. She weren't enrolled had enrolled in a new school because she didn't like the old one. And in this moment, Jake asked because she said, "I know, but at this new school I already have some friends." And Jake asked about Yutani because as he knows that the next door is Natalia and Yutani are friends in general. He doesn't know how much is deep this relationship, but it's developed their friend. And she answered, said that Yutani would be the only person she knows at the school, that school, if she had enrolled at the Jake school. And with this, let's say, excuse, Jake discovered that Yutani Yutani is going to take part in a science competition at the end of the month of September. In fact, he said a science competition. Huh? He repeated, keeping his voice as indifferent as possible. And Natalia said, end of the month, I think. She didn't tell me much. And also like at a school, Jake answered. She said, there's answered, I don't know exactly, just it's pretty far away. Okay. And this is another excuse, let's say, for develop more information about this for the next chapter, where we have a developing of the chapter, where we have a chapter based on the scene between Yutani and Jake. I noticed just now that for now the chapter are all concentrated more on Jake. Even I wanna develop more the novel on all for all on their four in equally way, just because I think they are each character of the group has an important role on the story. Without one of them, the group will not exist. Is any character has is important and equal in fact, but at the same time, I understand that sometimes the fact that each part is equally important doesn't mean that everyone has to be present in equal part. So we will see how we'll go. But I remember the character of King will we will know everything about him, but he will not that much present as the other three character. At least I wrote in another document. Let's see. Not here because I remember I wrote somewhere. A bit while smoke, triggers a cause. You know, I don't roll. No, I didn't write that much. It's a shame, but anyway, we can continue. And let's try to write some as much as we can with this. You are seeing everything, yes. Perfect. Also, this we can improve with this. Okay. And a moment for continue. I go to do a minute. I will be far away, but I will return here. Okay, I'm here again, and now we can. A moment, if you heard some rumors, noise, it's normal. Today, like already some weeks apart, the cold part of the autumn is just turned, is come up, like how to say, already come up, come the cold part of the season, and it's already the time of get warm in with it's how is it called, like stufetta, non stove, I don't know. No, not stove. In this period I don't remember. Yeah, it's like a stufa. She. No. I, I don't know if at the end is too. I don't remember, but anyway, it's not the day for this. So, what I wanted, we can continue to, or let's say, we can start with the writing activity, and let's see. Let's see. For chapter time jump of some days to Saturday, day of the back to school lunch of the four friends. Okay. Third chapter, the main scene is this between Jake and Tanya about the science competition. Because I remember I wrote something more. Let's see. Or after the streaming, I have to see my last stream about writing. Because I remember I wrote something like that. Let's try and see. Maybe here I wrote something. Okay, no, not here. Okay, attempt to reconnect. Okay, reconnection returned. Good. So we can. Okay. No, don't wrote that much. It's a shame. So okay. No, okay, I wrote everything correctly, and we can return this. I had already here written what I wanted to say before. A playful bickering, because I also try to listen. So the word is bickering. Oh, close this. I don't need it. Okay. It's pretty hard to try to write something the day after this lunch. Okay, Lorem. Okay. What can I write? Today is not my day. Periodically, disconnection. Okay, returned, everything okay. So, Lorry Ipsum now. I remember that I wanted to write at least the first chapter, introduction of that we already at the lunchtime, jumping all the part of the school hours, or a little pretty short paragraph about it. I had a new idea. Okay, I was thinking outline. I have to take the habit to write with a British or in general English keyboard, because I for entire life I wrote in with the Italian keyboard, so it's pretty hard. First, better tease. The first is a short paragraph about Jake. Not wake up, because wake up is after the translate is when you after hours of sleeping you wake up. Prepararsi per andare a scuola. Getting ready for school. Sleep. And general idea of what happened during those hours, but at the same time, knowing that Jake was a protagonist for the first two chapters, I was thinking about Gabe idea of give the space at least here for the other characters to develop a relationship with them and also know better them. One was about Tikhiy. Let's copy this. Tricky, fresh, and king. Okay, but at the same time I don't wanna risk to make too long the part of about between Tricky about what's her name, Jake and was called Yutani. Even at the same time, I was thinking that is not that absurd if I wrote a pretty long chapter where, let's see, first part of the chapter about one of the character and the other part is about the scene about Jake and so-called Yutani. It's not absurd. Let's try. Everything is going correctly here. I hope so. Outline V2 text okay. I don't know because why in English version doesn't work the tab. Lorem ipsum second part scene between Jake and Yutani. Okay, I think I resolved the thing. Let's see here. Hoping that your browser doesn't give up with this. And let's continue. Okay. I ask my channel. Okay. Okay. Okay, it will going everything well. Theoretically, let's come here. Okay. Everything is going well. Okay. Okay. Everyone is looking at me. Hello. I always I invite you to be more active part of the streaming because you are was your opinion is always welcome. So don't be shy about it. Returning here, let's a moment develop the outline. With this, how is going at the stream? I don't know if today we will write something. Second part, scene between Jake and Utani. A scene of the canteen. So what the description new setting. Even I don't know if it will be a place of main scenes, but it's pretty useful if we consider for the reader. Scene of the canteen. Scene of talking about between the group of friends. And he is nervous. With some like bickering, some joke. presence of how's called of okay J same table but J goes to Utah City at her same table but at the opposite part. Initial because at the starting I was thinking about how to say like Jacob all shy, a little non-clunchy, but shy in English is and a little awkward in English correctly. So wait. Okay. I hope that on Twitch everyone is seeing everything. Let's check, but I think yes. You see everything, every noise I made. I hope it doesn't create you a problem. Let's check because I checked everything will be okay. Yes, you see everything okay. 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 What I was saying that I was thinking about Jake being a little shy, awkward, but after I remember that how to say, but I remember that Jake is in general easygoing without any problem. That knows Yutani from some years. They're in general friends, knows each other, etc. And let's check also about About writing, okay, right. Okay, now it's better. It's in so in it's pretty hard to maintain the character itself as is it is built. Uh, uh, che- uh, cheat chat. So if I'm not wrong, let chat meaning. Okay, let's check. Okay, chit chat. They have a initial cheat chat like okay. Um, at the end. Because here I was thinking that after at the end of the lunch, Jake would have a little chit chat with his friends while they while they are returning at at their classes for continuing with the school activity. So at the end, Jake, how is raggiungere in English? Let's check. Raggiungere il proprio gruppo di amici. Reach his group of reach his group of friends and talk a little about his Yutani. The point and I think that with this we can finish eventually the third chapter with this where about Jake talking about his talk with Yutani, his lunch with Yutani, while they are returning. They are going for the next classes. Okay, this is will be for the second part. Meanwhile, we have now to try to build the first part outline. So let's check, because I was thinking about what to change, at least for the first part of the chapter, with another main character between Tricky, Fresh or King. And using for a moment this, we have I was thinking if we have King as main character for the first part, I was thinking about something with the part, how to say, about his introduction of the family situation, because if you know, the main king has some family problems, financial type. So I was thinking how to write King wakes up pretty early. And also another thing, I was thinking that at the end they are all for only one child for family. Jake is only one child. tricky, the same thing. Fresh is the same thing. King, the same thing. Mm. Oh. Hmm. Because I'm thinking pretty hard to make a very different situation a more deep and complex thing. Uh, let's see. Uh, it's hmm. Because now I was thinking about make king with a sibling. Mm, it's pretty hard to rebuild everything. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Uh, hmm. I don't know how because I think we can put king the condition that king has a little brother, for example, or a little sister. But I think more for oh hello turtle. It's going pretty well for today. Like I don't know, like always, but I have not. I don't complain about it. And also, I'm today I'm returned with a new writing session. Even I don't think that today will, at least during the stream I will be capable to write something, but this is another discussion argument for another time, let's say, because I'm rebuilding all the outline of the chapter. And what about you, Turtle? And also in general, what about every one of you? You are because also while you friends will answer because I'm pretty curious about you. Mm. Thirteen, I'm a good. I'm doing good. Good and good now. Uh, mm, always I'm speechless because I have some problems to talk about. Anyway, and like I'll say, I'm happy to know that you people are doing well, and talking about writing because in fact today is a writing session, and now about writing. You people have something interesting to say about it in general because I'm always curious about it. Because also if you entered now in this moment, as I said, uh, consider the fact that how what to say. Consider the fact that now is December and not in November anymore, I will not anymore call it this streaming session like NaNoWriMo, but simply, sorry, writing session or something similar. Just because in general, how to say, we are December out of the time, and also because I'm honest about it. It's what about pretty. We already know that me as how to say as a newbie about writing. I will be not able to do that. Now that I'm talking, I'm thinking of the possibility to improve a widget for the streaming because I noticed that the subscription are, I think at least, are active just for Twitch. Let's check. I always doesn't remember. Emote, evidenziatore, widget, stream post. Not a goal, but sondaggio, obiettivo mensile su obiettivo supporto, obiettivo follower, beaten expected. Let's check. If I don't discover where is it, I will leave it. Let's check. Oh, this was from Twitch, okay. I've understand. For now, I will leave it. And let's continue with writing because it's more important. Oh, sorry. So, to himself to get not getting ready for school and purpose of getting ready for school with his and give the king with pretty hard have the time to portare suo fratello translate take the younger brother to school because they use the bus. This is one of them. Meanwhile, for fresh, I don't know. Also trick, I don't know. But I was thinking about if we consider to write a scene with fresh or tricky, we can consider that at a certain point what okay that at a certain point the trick or fresh will make a let's say reunion 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 with the other one. If we start with fresh, he will have a reunion with tricky, and at the same time, I think if we start with tricky, she will have a reunion with fresh, and go together for school. Janet, this thing. Let's see. Oh. Today the internet is not pretty. It's not pretty good. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if start with short, with fresh or tricky. I don't know. Why is your... I don't know. Okay. I don't know why you Twitch is giving me always one person, but anyway, that I don't make question about it. The important is make accompany each other and write the story. French also at the sound. No, let's write. Up. A second. Again here, okay. Sorry, let me drink some water. Now I'm remembering. I didn't ask you, friends, how was if you participated at the NaNoWriMo challenge during the November. I'm pretty curious about to know how was your amount of writing. I'm pretty curious about now how was, because if you know, as you know, my went very badly, because simply I didn't start from the 1st of November, and because I am a newbie, so it's normal that I let's say fail the challenge. But at the same time, for me, it was a good excuse to start to streaming and write a story, and make you people participating the active part of the process. And but at the same time, I'm curious about you now. How was your personal challenge to try to reach 50k words in 31 days, 30 days from 30 days. Yes, 30 days, because I didn't ask it, and even less yesterday. So let me know already now about how was your challenge, the challenge for you. And if you are listening after, in the chase, leave a comment about how was the NaNoWriMo, because I wanna read every comment about it. I'm pretty curious. Let me know. And we can continue with Tikhiy wakes up at the sound of her clock alarm. I don't know, at the school Lithuania school our start. Sorry. From okay, the starts at 9 a.m. Let's say she wake up all of 6:30 p.m. and not wake up, but turns it off with aggressively before jumping down from her bed. She goes to have the breakfast at her in the kitchen together we had her family. I want to check if it is grammatically correct. Let's try. Okay, with her family. Let's close this. Mod. I am looking reaction. Okay. App. Okay. Because practically I'm checking the chat of the YouTube, because Twitch I can see from my OBS software, but I'm curious to see how are you the YouTube chat from the app, so I can know everything is going. So everything correct after or not? Okay. Okay, everything should be okay. So let's check. Tricky wakes up at the sound of the her clock alarm 6:30 p.m. and turns it off with aggressively before jumping down from her bed, wearing her pyjama, her favorite pyjama. It's written this way. I don't know, it's writing this weird. It's pretty weird. It's first time I seen this way. Yeah, it's writing this way. Okay, we don't know. So, wearing her favorite pajamas, she goes and on it the house called not pyjama but sopra pigiama not the vestaglie da giorno ma outing. Oppure scalpestaglie o I don't remember any Italian word. Accappatoio, ecco. Accappatoio. Because I never remember for each. Okay, accappatoio for the water, absorb the water, and the vestaglia. I don't know. Let's translate. Because for people who doesn't speak English or at least doesn't speak Italian, accappatoio, vestaglia. A bathrobe is designed to absorb water after a bath or shower, while a dressing gown is a lighter and is ideal for relaxing at home worn over pyjama. Okay, now I know the difference, because I don't know why before I always confused the two things, but now the important. I didn't take the word I needed. The racing gun. Addressing. Okay, now it's better. She goes to have a pregnant together with her mother. Let's see. I don't know what kind of work her parents does. Because in general, any protagonist use public mezzi pubblici, public transport, all the characters, and but was thinking in particular King character works at their grocery shop. Fresh parents are colored. Work both of them at a factory. Fabrica. Let's check. At a factory, yes. His parents work both in the same factory. Because also considering, at least I think, maybe I'm more wrong. It's everything possible because I don't live with the period, but in general, in the period of the 17, 18, 19, so the period of the Russian, the Soviet Union, there wasn't too many black people in the Eastern Europe zone. So it's a pretty particular situation. And I was thinking about, for example, because for some things I take inspiration for as help from my family stories. For example, I consider that for the fresh parents are working at the factory. At least I was thinking, because it's always a job with dignity, while trick at the starting I was thinking or that her mother was a teacher and or teacher or housewife, while his father works, I don't know, at the office, something like that. So but also I don't know what kind of work, and I was now thinking, and Jake's mother works as cleaner of a office complex. Okay, for general to know what everyone does as work is uh, I don't know because uh, is name of a job and her father is name of a job. Both of them are in the kitchen. Uh, one she is sipping her coffee quietly, persa tra I suoi pensieri. Lost in her thoughts while he is reading the newspaper. Even I don't know at this hour is realistic for the contest, but this is another situation. So I on how okay. Okay. Is okay because now I tried one of the function of YouTube because it gives the possibility about make start a Q&A and start a poll. But on Twitch is pretty hard thing. Let's see, but I think I already tried one time. Dashboard. Yes, I wanna see. Let's see. Modifica informazioni, crea clip, esegui un write, gestisce streaming, modal scotch. I don't know. Oh no, this is or Twitch is for some just when I reach some kind of requirement. In particular, the one that I don't complete is about 50 followers, but it's pretty hard, I think, for the what I wanna do. So let's write as a normal message. How was your okay, so I pin. Okay, so now it's better, and everyone can see that. Uh, okay, now it's better. Let's see here. Why I can't see anything? No. Okay, I can't see for now. But anyway, it doesn't change anything. Oh, I didn't continue. Ah. Typography. How was working in type? Up. Okay. Okay. Because now I was thinking about this, and that is works at the typography. How's called? Type. Fuck. Of like for the printing. I don't know. Volunteer in inglese. Flyers, I think something like that. He works at the office, something like that. I was thinking about consider the possibility of a little chit chat between Trick and her parents, with her talking about about her future back to school lunch with her friends, but I don't wanna repeat about it. And also considering that probably she already talked about it the previous day. So what else we can? A little chit chat about their day schedule. Between I don't think that she needs in total 1 hour to reach the school. 7:45 a.m. and 8 a.m. she reached the park where she will meet fresh together they will reach the school for 8:30 a.m. and Jake reach the school some minutes before the 9 a.m. So let's save, and let's say that for today I will finish today the live because in general already 6:30 p.m. and what I said that in general for my own I will continue the streaming, but I don't think that for tomorrow I will able to publish it, but we will see. And oh sorry, but in general I will continue with my own the story, but in general that everything we wrote that is the line of how it will be the story. So before they finish the stream, I invite everyone to subscribe at the channel on YouTube and Twitch, and on Twitch, and subscribe at the channel, write about and leave in the comment in the comment section what do you think about this chapter, if you already started to read the story called Rebellious Teenager, and say to me about how was your NaNoWriMo challenge, in everything in the comment. Bye bye.